So this is my first video outside of Instagram, and if any of y'all follow me on Instagram, you probably know me as the crazy girl that is always complaining about something while she's driving, and that is completely okay. And you're probably also going to notice that I look like complete crap tonight, and again, that's okay too, because I'm an open book. You can accept me at my worst or don't accept me at all. Nonetheless, I've kind of decided to do this at the request of some of my friends. They seem to think that this might take off, and I seem to think they're a little crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a whirl. Nonetheless, I think my first topic tonight is going to be similar to maybe an Instagram video, but a little bit more serious and obviously quite a bit longer since I actually have unlimited time instead of 15 seconds. So what am I going to do with this? Who knows? But anyways, all I can say is there are very few types of people that I absolutely cannot stand in this world. And if you want to find out what really grinds my gears, it's going to be probably 3 types of people. One being terrible drivers. If you cannot drive, please just stay off the roads and save myself some time and anger, because I've got road rage issues out the wazoo, and you just make it a lot harder on me to keep my anxiety down, you know? And secondly, people that think it's acceptable to wear pajamas in Walmart. Like, there is nothing cute about that. You are not a fashion statement, I promise you, and you seriously make yourself look like a fool. But above all else, there's only one other kind of person that truly burns my biscuits. And those are people that think it's okay to put other people down to make themselves feel better. And to me, that is seriously the worst kind of person you can most possibly be. If you think it's acceptable to call somebody stupid because they don't know something you're talking about, put yourselves in their shoes for about 0.5 seconds. Okay, so let's say maybe you're an engineer and you know everything there is to need to know about an engineer, but you set foot into an art room and you have no idea what it is you're looking at. So, are you stupid or are they stupid? Neither of you are stupid, because you are all gifted in your very own way. Smartness cannot be quantitative by some SAT score, your GPA, whatever it may be. Intelligence, that's not a true factor in today's world, because we are all so gifted in so many different ways. And nothing can make me any more mad than if you call somebody stupid because you know something they don't know. But let's put them in their element and take you completely out of yours. Are you going to know what they're talking about? Probably not. Does that make you stupid? No. It just means that you're not quite as gifted in the same areas that they are, which means you are just as incredible, just as gifted, just as smart as that other person. So do not, absolutely do not put somebody else down to make yourself feel better because you're smarter in one area than they are in another. That just makes you look idiotic. So you're the stupid one, not them, because you have failed to realize that God has made them perfectly and that God has given them specific gifts that are different than your own. I just can't quite comprehend all of that, and maybe it's because I'm too nice of a person. Who knows? But the fact is that you judge somebody based upon gifts that they don't have because they're different than your own. So what does that make you? It makes you a biggest egotistical pig that needs a reality check, which is what I'm doing. You are the moron, not the other person. You have failed because you have not accepted them. You instead are putting yourself on some pedestal and hoping that those other people can eventually elevate themselves to reach your pedestal. But what you need to do is get on their level. Bring it down to an understanding of compromise and appreciation where you truly appreciate everything they are in every single way. Do not point out their flaws. Instead, point out what is great about them. Everyone knows their flaws. Hell, I know I'm a big girl. Does not mean I need every Tom, Dick, and Harry to point it out, because I know this. But I also know that I am perfect in God's vision. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. We all know this. But it's a principle that you think you're better than somebody else, when in fact we are all the same. We are all miserable sinners in this life. And because we know that, because we know we are miserable and we know that we are sinners, we feel the need to try to put ourselves on that pedestal I spoke about earlier. We feel the need to bring others down to our level instead of meeting them at theirs and trying to see eye to eye and accept them for all that they are, which is perfect in God's vision. So, if we try to love one another out of the same vision that the Lord has provided to us, what better world would we live in? Maybe we'd begin to accept people for how they are instead of trying to change them and pointing out those very flaws that that person probably already notices. Why highlight that? Instead, why not have them leave you feeling uplifted instead of down about themselves? You know, one of my favorite quotes is by Mother Teresa, and it says, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one come to you without leaving happier." Imagine if every single person in this world made that their daily goal. How different this world would be that we live in. How much happier everyone would be. The smiles across people's faces would truly light up this world in a way that nothing could tear us down. So, with that, I'm going to leave you on this note. If you are the person that's discouraging others, pointing out every single flaw they have instead of uplifting them and showing them that they are gifted in various ways, whether it be something that you're not as gifted, go ahead and do it. Because this is going to be some sort of domino theory. I'm a positive person. I'm positive to this next person that comes up to me. Chances are they're going to go on to the next person and be positive as well. Now imagine if that happens and happens and happens and happens again and again and again, the kind of difference we can all make. It's not who's better. It's who can bring out the best in the other person.